Hello, welcome. I'm Misstical. This is Misstical Gaming. We are jumping into Watcher Realms now. It's Forerunner. It's patch day. There's a couple of changes that we can see. There's some we can't see yet, so we can't go over those. But what we can see, we will go over. So we have got Malrik's had a buff. He's got the Rune of Deception. We will jump in and try that and see how that looks and how that works. We've got a couple of new Demon Soldiers here, so we're going to have a quick look at those. So you can see what's coming, and we've got the shards, haven't we? Oh, we're going to have a look at those when they drop, and we'll have a bit of a chat about those and see what they are. Okay, I'll put timestamps down below so you can jump to the bits that actually affect you, because I'm sure some people are going to go straight to this as well. Okay, and the other thing is the matrix has had a small change as well, so we're going to have a look at that and see what that means as well. Hopefully with the small change they've given it, it probably means it's coming to global at some time soon. All right, but there we go. That's what's in the video. Let's jump into it. Okay, so let's jump into this. The Malrik's had a couple of changes. It's not just the Halls of Illusion change he's had. Okay, so the first change he's had is skill adjustment. They've added an extra skill to it. Okay, so we'll come to that in a second, so it's still fresh in our minds when we go and see it. And then he's had some adjustments. So the extra skill when the ultimate is cast, additional rune is cast. Yeah, cheers. When casting the ultimate, rage restored by the hero grants runes to the caster and is enhanced by 5, 8, 10% or 10, 15 and 20%. Now when casting the ultimate, Malrik's permanently gains 3, 4, 5% attack, and that's now up to 6, 8 and 10% attack 3 times a battle. So what does that mean? Well, when we go and have an actual look at him, we can see his skills here, and this is a skill they're referring to. So when casting the ultimate, restores 10% rage. Now you can get up that to do 10, 15, 20% rage for heroes granted with a wizard's rune, and then he permanently gains 6% attack now, but you can increase that to 8, 9, 10%. Okay, and that is up to 3 times the battles. So it was previously permanently gains up to 5%, 5 times, which gives you 25%. It's now 6 to 10 times, giving you up to 30% if you get it maxed out. Okay, so he's had a buff in rune mastery as well as the buff that he's had for the ability as well. So if we go and have a quick look at the abilities, so skill adjustment, added an extra skill in Malrik's Halls of Illusions. When the ultimate is cast, 1 additional wizard's rune is granted to 1 ally with the highest attack on the battlefield. So it's battlefield wide. Malrik will not switch forms based on this rune. This effect can only be triggered 1 time per deployment. Okay, so he used to change forms depending on, or he does change forms depending on who you apply it to. Okay, so this is it here. When Wizard's Rune is granted to an ally platform hero, Malrik's initial form, so he initially starts in the fire form. Okay, initial form specializing in single target magic damage. Okay, that's what he does. But if he grants the Wizard's Rune to a platform hero, he will be replaced by the frost form, and it reduces damage by 25% and converts all attacks to AoE damage. Okay, so single target if he puts it onto a ground unit, AoE if he puts it onto a platform based unit. So let's go and have a quick look at that and what it actually means for us. Right, so let's quickly jump in and do a battle here so we know where it's going, and just quickly sort some things out. We can see it actually happening. So first and foremost, do I need to get out of the way? No, I don't. Right, let's Zealous up there, someone down there to take on the mobs at the top. That's fine. Might have done you a bit early. Gonna need a healer. There's a healer sorted, so that should spot out crash. That's fine. Nuke him off. Brilliant. Right, so we're all taken care of now. Right, I'll put you down, and then we'll do a couple of quick checks as well. So what's going to happen is he is going to hit someone on when we put him down. He will get rid of these mobs. Yeah, brilliant. He will apply that rune to the person in range, so that would be Zealous. There we go. and we can see it go on in. We should see there's a nice animation. There it is. You don't get a buff or a debuff on them, okay, but next time he casts his ultimate, we'll be able to see where it goes, and it should come over here, okay. That's what we're expecting to see. We will speed this up. Right, so we've got mobs coming in now. We'll be able to hit off his ultimate, and we should see it come off over here. Let's just do that. There he goes. There's his ultimate, and then we get to see the animation. There it is. There. See the animation on Valera. Brilliant. Now let's quit out of that, and we'll do a quick restart. We'll swap over and make sure it doesn't double tap on the highest attack. Right, so here's the first part. It should go on Valera because it stood next to her. There we go. It's in range. Brilliant. So that's done. Now let's see where it goes when we cast the ultimate. Alright, here we go. Hopefully it won't go on to the same person again. We should have someone new. There we go. There we go. And it's come over here on Zilla. So that's absolutely fine. Works brilliantly. Right, moving on. And then lastly for him, if we go over to his awakenings and then we have a look at his awakening 1, we can now see that that is somewhat changed. It says awakening 1, item chance to inflict winter's bite increased from 70% to 100%. So there we go. Chance of increasing winter's bite, inflict winter's bite, sorry, to 100%. There we go. That's that done. The only other thing is there's a bug fix to pay. Passive fixed a bug where rage would be incorrectly restored when other allies were in range. Okay, so that's it. Next part of the patch notes. Fixed an issue where unexpected extra skill casts would occasionally occur during arena auto fight. Okay, so hopefully now when you set up your arena fight, Daitanshi won't swap places or won't swap stances. I assume that's what it means. Okay, but who knows? I think they've been trying to fix that for a long time. The other bits are other fixes. So the fixed an issue where some heroes and monsters would occasionally cause battle anomalies when attacking already dead units. Fine. Fixed an issue where Beelzebub's ultimate AoE damage reduction effect for allies in range would only apply to non-4 HP allies. Didn't know about that, but there we go. Fixed an issue where tactician heroes would slow down game speed when using skills while under control effects. There we go. Those are the issues they fixed, apparently. So here we are. This is a part I think a lot of people are interested in boss chests from Drake's Chasm Nightmare 3 or above. Chests that previously could drop Unpolished Legendary Soulstones were now additionally dropped. So that's on top of. They will now additionally drop Shard, Unpolished Legendary Soulstone. Shard, Unpolished Legendary Soulstone. Can assemble Unpolished Legendary Soulstone for use. This will not affect the original drop rates of the original rewards. So the original rewards are terrible anyway, all the drop rates are, so that's not a biggie. For details, please see System Notice, Drake's Chasm drop adjustment. So they've adjusted them. Now, let's go and have a look at this and have a chat about it. Okay, so Nightmare 3, you have to be in the top 2 chests to be able to get them. So you have to get reward 4. Reward 3, you're not getting anything. Reward 4, you then start getting them. You'll get 1 to 2, or you could get 1 to 2, and then the top 1 you could get 1 to 2 as well. I'd like to have seen the top chest be better, but there you go. It's the top 2 rewards there. Nightmare 4. Nothing in the bottom chest, but hit second chest and you can get 1 to 2. Reward 3, 1 to 3. 4, 1 to 3, and then 5 is also 1 to 3 as well. And then when we hit up Abyss, the bottom chest you will get them from, you'll get 2 to 3, or you could get 2 to 3. Reward 2 is 2 to 3, reward 3, 2 to 3, and then you want to be hitting the 35k blood mark, because then you're going to get 2 to 4. It's a little boost, okay, and then 2 to 4 there. Now, this is the bit that everyone's going to be upset about. It's apparently 1,200 shards. Now, someone with Discord came up and had a chat with me. And they're saying what they're going to do when it goes global, and I will do this as well because it's absolutely genius. Thank you very much, Zeb. That they're going to wait until the patch drops on the day the patch drops, and then claim their rewards. So they would do their keys as per normal, but instead of, for me, at reset, I would collect my keys. I won't do that. I will wait until the following morning, just before reset. I will then claim my rewards after the patch has dropped to hopefully get these. Then do my runs for that day, and then sort of 10 minutes later collect the rewards again. That's how I intend to do it when it goes live on patch on my global account. So I don't know whether it'll work or not. I've got no ideas, but it's an extra day's worth of rewards. That's essentially the plan. Right, just cutting into the stream here. So we've got Nightmare 3, Nightmare 4 and Abyss. We've done the top chest in them. Just going to see what happens and what we actually get from there. Okay, so starting off with Nightmare 3. There we go, 1 to 2 is the possibility, and then we just open up the chest to see what happens. So note that you don't get them as a chest reward. It doesn't look that way at all. Okay, so there's the rewards, but you get them as an additional reward. Okay, so we've got the 2, 1 to 2 available. We've got 2. That's brilliant. Now there's some pros and cons attached to this. So killing the boss doesn't mean you get double rewards. That's the downside. The upside to this is an additional reward and does appear to come around every time. So every time, boom, additional rewards, you do get them. So you are going to get them every day. Now, is that better than being in a chest reward and possibly getting double? I think it probably is in the long run. I think that's probably the way I'd rather go with it. But 4 out of that one, that's ideal. It's going to be a long slog to get them. Where else are we going to get them from? So are we going to see them in the shop? 100% they're going to be in the shop. They sold one for $100, and then Dev Insights, there was whales on there upset that you could only buy one at a time. They were restricted to buying one. So these are going in the shop, absolutely. We're going to see them in events as well. We've got Halloween around the corner. Are we hoping to see them there? They used to save up getting a whole one for major events. This allows them to free that system up. And now we've got them. Are we going to start to see them in Apocalypse? Are we going to see them put into Malrik's halls? That sort of thing. Are we going to get them in other places in the games as well? So fingers crossed on some of that stuff. We're going to get to see them as part of achievements as well. That sort of thing. So possibilities are endless. Not fantastic at the moment. I mean, I got 7 and I think I've done quite well. So there are going to be people get a lot less than that. We'll send some feedback to them to say maybe a little shy on what we're hoping for, and maybe they'll up that as well. Okay, so that's where we are with that at the moment. Okay, so this is the next part of it. Then it's all to do with season 11 coming out. I don't really know much about it at the moment. Season 11 starts in about a pair of weeks, a week and a half. They're updating the central keep and the defense towers. The updated theme for the border and the emote will change as well. New season Demon Soldier, the Frozen Raider, and the previous Demon Soldier Golden Guard will now be available from gear raids. The new Demon Soldier Frozen Raider, ranged physical DPS that deals extra damage to heroes inflicted with Winter's Bite. So if we just have a quick look, apparently we're available from Gear Dungeon 1. There we are. So there is the guard there, and he will be available from Gear Dungeon 1 from now, I suppose. Yeah, patch has dropped, so he's now available from Gear Dungeon 1. Obviously we're in Gear Raid 1. We're in Gear Raid 3 at the moment with the Oracle's Trials, so that we sit at the moment. Next we've got a bit about Season 2 Gladiators Gauntlet starting. There's some dates for it. Doesn't really affect anyone unless you're on the Forerunner. So there are the dates for the Forerunner, calculation phase. That's all done. Thanks for that. And then it goes on to Mystery Demon Chest Soldier adjustments. New Demon Soldiers added to Mystery Demon Chest. New Demon Soldier Blood Mend, sorry, Rats, and new Demon Soldier Emberfire Templar, new Demon Soldier and Batwing Banshee, new Soldier instructions, Demon Soldier Blood Mend Rats, are legendary Demon Soldiers, Chaos Faction, large in quantity, heals nearby Demon Soldiers upon death, and the Demon Soldier Emberfire Templar, legendary Demon Soldier, Chaos Faction, high survivability, has a chance to inflict burning on enemy heroes when taking damage. So we can actually go and have a quick look at those. at least see what they look like. Demon soldiers, we can click here. They've come up. The new demon soldier isn't in here yet. I presume when the new maps drop and that sort of thing, they will be added in, so I'd expect an update then. So the Bloodmend is here. There we go. Unit dies, it heals another adjacent demon soldier for 3% of the target's max HP that deals minor damage to the enemy heroes in range. Demon soldiers with Mark of the Chaos, an additional 2%. Okay, so you'd get 5%. Enhanced max HP, quantity 1. Okay, unlocks at level 5, get an extra quantity, and then at 7 it gets reduced magic and physical damage. And then the other one is the Emberfire Templar. So when taking damage from an enemy hero's basic attack, there is a 25% chance of burning on that hero. Burning deals 25% continuous magic damage for 3 seconds. Just Demon Soldier, 20% max HP, reduction for 10 seconds. And then it's got Mark of the Chaos. Max HP 10% at level 3. At level 5 increases Martyr's Legacy. Magic damage reduction to 30%, and that was his basic or his passive. And then at level 7 he's got magic resistance of 10% as well. And then there's his basic stats at level 0, level 1. Level 1. There we go. So that is the new Demon Soldier. I can't see the other one because it hasn't dropped yet. The other thing they add in, I can't see it yet, added bot stronghold. When the guild war begins, a bot stronghold will be added in addition to the original 5 commander strongholds. The bot stronghold is defended by bot guards set by the system, and the guard's strength is affected by the current guild's tier. Attacking the bot stronghold also consumes guild war challenges attempts. The actual damage to the bot stronghold will only count as 25% towards the total Guild War HP. Single attack rewards for the bot are lower than Commander Strongholds. No mystery demon chest will be obtained. Okay, there we are. So just be aware of those changes. I think people will be able to attempt them, but you're going to get less rewards. Right, so the next part is over here with Zerberus and the Matrix. So I presume they're getting happier with the small adjustments they're made. They've optimized skill performance, fine. Reduced the quantity of summoning portals. There's been a map adjustment. There has to be, because we had 3 summoning portals on either side. We've now only got 2. So the map would have to be adjusted for that. Skill Focus Strike adds a new effect. If the hero dies during this skill, it would deal 1-time high damage to all allies. Brilliant. The boss gains a new passive effect, immune to damage reduction and attack reduction. Damage reduction's fine. We're using Init to apply that and see if that works. Attack reduction. There's Kodor and Rex that apply it, so we're trying to use Kodor, but he only hits it when it goes down to 30%, so getting that applied is going to be a little tricky. Vulnerability reduced. Damage increase taken from 50% to 20%. Now I don't know what that means, to be honest. Do with a little clarity on that. I don't know if that's a vulnerability people are applying, so I've got Zealous there, but I don't think it is. Or the other thing I'm curious about is if they are referring to when he's in a weakened state. So where is it? Emergency protocol, Zealous and a weakened state with reduced physical and magic damage reduction. So he'd be taking more damage, but does that mean there, or does that mean what he applies to? I don't really know, to be honest. Might see if we can get some clarity on it. If you do know, please put down in the comments below and educate me. But we're going to try this quick team here. This is not a team that I would actually run with, so we're just going to start this. I won't save it at all. I just want to see a couple of things. So you should be able to see a big smash from the boss, see how much damage he actually does. So there is, we'd all gone down. Healer there should do us. We can beat you there. There. But just chucking them down any old where will do us to start with. We can put you down there and you can reach the boss. That's fine. Okay, right, so what are we looking at? So firstly, there has been no damage reduction going on there on the boss at all. Okay, so it does appear that he's immune from that. We can see that there are now 2 on either side as opposed to the 3. We will trigger these off, that's fine. And then anywhere where there's a ground effect pool. Now it appears he's got his ground effect pool up here. Let's just have a quick look at the boss's abilities. Boss has hit us there. Kodor's dead. There's the big AoE, so everyone from there died as well, pretty much. Wow, he does a lot of damage now. There we go. So there we go. There's the big ability that he does. And when he kills someone, we had a whole white team wipe out. The vulnerability was there from Zulus, so I'm presuming it's during the weakened state he's not going to take as much damage. That would be my guess. But like I say, I'm not 100% sure. Could be wrong on that bit. But the rest of it looks like there was no damage reduction going on for him at all. Okay, so immunity damage reduction that you'd expect for Init to put on his basic attack, so that didn't happen at all. Can confirm that one. Attack reduction, that's so much harder to put on. Kodor pretty much died straight away, so I think we'd struggle to get that on. To test it, I will have to assume that it works more than anything else. Right, so the other bits they've put in here, okay, optimize reward claiming for Titanic Runes Apocalypse 1, optimize the interface performance for Titanic Runes Apocalypse 1, reduce the drop rate of 5-star psychic power and gold from Malrik's chests, including drop rates of smouldering, increased drop rates of scales and fabrics. Other rewards remain unchanged. Malrik's Hall of Illusion, the stage countdown has gone from 90 to 80 seconds. Let's go and have a quick look then. So a quick look at a legendary one. So, okay. Now this is a straight up change. They've just straight up added these in there. 1 to 2, 1 to 2. We've still got 5-star and we still got the gold, but apparently the drop rates are going to be removed or lowered, sorry, and these will be added and they will have drop rates onto them. The other rewards remain the same. Epics, we've just had these 2 added again. They're still in there, the gold and them. Okay, that's fine. Legendaries, there aren't any in there, so that hasn't changed, and don't believe that's changed at all either. So there we go. A little